Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear viewers. Today I am going for another practice session. In the previous lecture I gave you practice of different kind and to identify phrase and of its different kinds, and you did that. I hope you would have enjoyed that, and I'm very much optimistic that you are going to enjoy this session as well. So our today's session is it's a practice session of clauses, and look at this. Identify. You have to identify. I'll help you out. Identify the clause. Which clause? Where is the clause in the sentence and its kind? And if when you identify the clause, you simply have to find it out or name it. Which clause it is? Whether it is noun, adjective or adverb clause. So look at this sentence, and I'm going to sentence number 1. I can't understand why you deceived your brother. So why you deceived your brother is a clause. Why you deceived your brother is a clause. So it's a clause. Subject and predicate. Look, there is a subject and predicate, and where action is going? One understand? One I? No. One deceive. To whom he deceived? To whom you deceived? Your brother. Look at this. The focus is going on brother. Brother is a noun. So it is called a noun clause. It is one of the finest example of noun clause. Please watch it carefully and try to identify with me. They all said that they wanted to eat me. They all said. Simply, how can you do that? It's a subject, it's a verb, it's a conjunction. It means it's a principal clause. In the subordinate clause, you will find that. They wanted to eat me. It's clause. It is clause. Look at this subject and predicate. They wanted to eat meal. What they wanted to do? Eat to which thing? Meal. It's a noun. It's a noun. He is my old classmate. He is my old classmate. The focus is on classmate. It's a noun. So it's another example of noun clause. Sentence number 4. That he is a dacoit is a well-known fact. That he is a dacoit is a well-known fact. So conjunction is here. So he is a dacoit. It is the clause. But we are looking for, in fact, we are looking for subordinate clause. So that he is a dacoit. Subject and predicate. Focus is on dacoit. Daku. Decay. Look at it. Focus is on dacoit. So it's a noun clause. Whatever you do, do with your might. Whatever you do with your might. So look at this. Whatever you do. Subject and predicate. So it's a noun clause. Whatever you do. Whatever means anything. Thing is a noun. So it's a noun clause. I know the place. I know the place where he resides. Resides. So in fact, reside is going to focus on place. So when a word is going, place is a noun, and anything is going to qualify any noun, that is called adjective. So it is example of adjective clause. Place, subject and predicate. It's a complete clause. Look at this 7th one. He is the man who is true to his words. Who is true to his word. Look at this. It's a relative pronoun. The focus, who is gonna represent man, is a subject, it's predicate, and who is true to his word. So what sort of man is he? What sort of man is he? True to word. True to word. One who stands on his word. So when he fulfills his promises. So it is an adjective of this man. So it is another example of adjective clause. The house which he is buying is 100 years old. It's somewhat tough, somewhat difficult. The house which he is buying, it is a clause. So action is going to buy. To which thing he is going to buy? House. House is a noun. So when a word is or a group of word is going to qualify a noun is called adjective. So it is another example of adjective clause. Look at this sentence carefully. His offense is one which can't be excused. His crime, his fault, his mistake is as serious, which can't be excused, which can't be ignored. So which can't be ignored. One is a subject here and rest of the part is a predicate. So in fact, what can't be excused? Action is going on offense. Offense is a noun. So it is, this group of word is going to add meaning to offense, which is a noun, and thus this group of word is an adjective. So it is in fact not a single word, it's a complete set of words. So it is called adjective clause. Where is the book which I borrowed from the library? So where is the book which I borrowed? Which I borrowed from the library. It's a clause. So what I borrowed? The book. So where is the book? Action from both sides coming on this thing. So this group of word is going to add meaning to this noun book. So it is another example of adjective clause. No. Don't go till the rain stops. Till the rain stops. So rain is a subject, stops a predicate. So look at this. Don't go till the rain. Action is not going backward here. Action is going, ahead. It's moving ahead. Look at this. It's just a motion. The movement is going to this verb. When a word or a group of words is going to define or add meaning to a verb is called an adverb. So it is the first example of adverb clause. He is no so clever as you are. He is no so clever as you are. As you are. Subject and predicate. Look at this. So, is not so clever as you are. Action is on this one. To, it's a linking form. Linking as a state of being. It is called adverb clause. Look at this. He ran so fast that I failed to catch him. He ran so fast that I failed to catch him. That I failed to catch him. So he ran so fast. Look at this. It's a clause. It's a clause having subject and predicate, and action is going on, falling on this verb, catch. Catch. It is an adverb clause. I shall do nothing if. Look at it, it's a conjunction, and clause definitely will be chosen after the conjunction. Whether it is placed, look at this, in this one, at the start of a sentence, or at the end of a sentence, or in the middle of a sentence as well. In the middle. Look at this. It's the middle of the sentence. So you have to find it out. Look at the, keep your focus on. Keep your focus on the conjunction where it is placed. So if you scold me, to reproach me, or to say something bad to me, so I shall do nothing if you scold me. Subject and predicate, and action is going to fall on scold. It's a verb. It's a verb. So when group of words is going to refer this verb, it is called adverb clause. The last but not the least example is nobody likes him because he is arrogant. Arrogant means proudy. Proud. Proud. Or somewhat insolent as well. So nobody likes him because he is arrogant. Because he is arrogant, so focus is on this linking verb, is arrogant, on this linking verb. So in fact, why nobody likes him? Because he's arrogant. So arrogance is just going to refer likes. Scold, do. Look at this. Sometimes you have to go back. Sometimes you have to go move forward. So here you have to go back. Likes. Nobody likes him. The reason? Because he is arrogant. He is arrogant. So it's another example of adverbial clause. So I hope, beta, you would have enjoyed that, and you had a great exercise out of that. Inshallah, such kind of exercises will be done for you people on the board in the lectures, and if you just can find any standard book for further practices, it will be definitely a great benefit to you people. So I hope that you would have understood all these things. If there is any unclarity, any ambiguity, please in comments give me your suggestions. How can I improve the standard of my lecture? Because your opinions, your suggestions are really, like a guiding star for me. Every time, at any age, all the time, you ought to be a great learner. And I have the privilege to say this thing, that I am a learner. I don't think that I know anything. I think that I have my viewers who are brainy, who are conscious, and who try to find something new, who are lusty to get something new in the form of knowledge. Inshallah, I'll try my level best to make it as easy as I can and to give you maximum practices. Inshallah, I'll see you in the next lecture. Till then, stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.